Hello everyone, how are you doing? My name's Ryan Kelly, and I'm going to be hosting you on another episode of Know Your Bosses. Know Your Bosses, if you're not aware, is a show I'll review some of the most classic of bosses.
Okay, I can take it from here.
What are you doing?
I'm going to talk about my favorite monster from Monster Hunter, the Gore Magala.
That's my job, and how did you even get in here without me noticing?
I mean, you are deaf.
Oh, okay, that's just rude. This is my video, and I was really excited to talk about the Gore Magala, but it's
okay, take a break. You've been working so hard to make these videos. Let me take one off your hands. You need to be working on Monster Hunter Month anyways.
Okay, you're right. I guess I could trust you with one of my videos. Good luck.
Hello everyone, how are you doing? My name is Grace, and I'm going to be hosting a special episode of Know Your Bosses. Know Your Bosses, if you are not aware, is a show where I will review some of the most classic bosses to the lesser known ones. I will rank them based on their difficulty, creativity, appearance, and fighting style. In the end, the boss will get a ranking from 1, avoid the fight, to 10, pursue the fight. So now that I've quickly gone over the rules, we can talk about the boss we will be fighting today. Today I'm going to be discussing... Location. You will want to look for Gore in Area 3 for the Ancestral Steps, and the fight can take place in Areas 4 through 8, with it sleeping in Area 9. On the other hand, in the Primal Forest, Gore will spawn in Area 5 with the fight taking place in 1 through 4, and the possibility of sleep in Area 8. In the Jurassic Frontier, it will spawn in Area 6, and it will sleep in Area 4. There are a few more places where the Gore can spawn, being the Deserted Island, Everwood, the Sanctuary, the Tower, Tower 3, the Great Sea, the Ruined Ridge, and the Painted Waterfalls. But I won't go into too much detail on those. Let's move on to the actual monster. Boss information. Titled the Black Eclipse Wyvern, the Gore Magala was first introduced in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, being pretty much the mascot/flightship monster of the game, and can be seen on the cover of it. The Gore is a wyvern, but resembles that of an elder dragon, with its total of 6 limbs. The Gore Magala has no functioning eyes, which I find very interesting. So instead it has feelers that it keeps hidden until it enters rage mode. I've gotta say, those feelers can be a real big pain in the butt when trying to make its armor and weapons. However, these weapons are actually really good, so to me it's worth it. The first thing that you notice about the name Gore Magala is the word gore, meaning blood that has been shed, especially as a result of violence. And the word Magala loosely translates to incarnation in Aramaic. At first, the name Gore Magala was not liked very well and was played with a bit, producing a different variety of names. One being Espira Magala, which was based around the French word for spirit. But the original name, Gore Magala, ended up being permanent, seeing as it suited the style and physique of the monster. The Japanese name, on the other hand, looks like this, and sounds like this: Gore Magala. Another interesting fact about this monster is the design. The one that we have all come to know and love is not actually the original design. It was completely different, as you can see from the beta pictures here. The Gore Magala has two relatives, the Shagaru Magala and the chaotic Gore Magala. I know the Shagaru Magala better than I know the chaotic Gore Magala. The Shagaru Magala is actually the Gore Magala, but a mature version of it. Once the Gore Magala matures in the story, it sheds the frenzy virus and becomes the beautiful golden Shagaru Magala. The Shagaru Magala is pretty much the same model as Gore, but its feelers are constantly out, and this one can actually see because its eyes are no longer covered by the frenzy virus. Shagaru is obviously a more difficult fight because it's the adult form of the Gore Magala. It has different attacks and is a much more aggressive and evasive monster. The chaotic Magala, on the other hand, is really just a Gore Magala that has been interrupted while molting the virus. This traumatizes the monster, therefore making it more aggressive and violent. It has pretty much all of the same abilities as the Gore Magala, plus some added Shagaru Magala attacks and some new ones. Strategy. Before even getting into the fight with the Gore Magala, there are a few things you will need to take with you. Firstly, Gore is weakest to these three elements in this order: fire, thunder, and dragon. So having a weapon of any of these elements should make the fight a bit easier, but the most preferred weapon here would be a fire one. Another important part of this fight is another thing called the frenzy virus. For this you will need plenty of null berries if you so desire. Personally, I never need them because I think it's easier to win the virus over than to have to worry about losing. The frenzy virus looks kind of like a black cloud with purple little lights in it, either around the player or on the map when the moves Virus Wave or Shadow Shot are performed. If the player gets infected with the frenzy virus, there will be a purple bar underneath their name. This bar will fill up over time, and if you do let the bar fill up all the way, the frenzy attacks will do double damage and you will have no natural health recovery. This will only happen if you aren't aggressive enough in the fight. If you are aggressive and constantly fighting, you will win the virus. When you win the virus, you will have a 15% affinity boost and immunity to it. I find the easiest way to win the frenzy virus is to mount the Gore Magala. Also, the Gore Magala has no functioning eyes, so it is pointless to bring flash bombs with you. They will not have any effect. Moving on to body parts, etc., the Gore Magala has many breakable body parts, such as its face, wings, back, wing arms, a cuttable and carvable tail, and the feelers. On the Gore Magala, the feelers are probably the most frustrating thing about this monster. They only come out when he is in rage mode, and it's so hard to break them because it won't stop moving. It is also so incredibly easy to accidentally knock it out of rage mode, which might I add, this can only happen once a fight in low rank, and can happen multiple times in high rank and G rank. The Gore Magala takes the most damage at its head, with the neck coming in at a close second. The advantage point for the player is under the stomach of the monster, where you can easily attack it while easily dodging attacks. For this fight, I recommend eating for Dragon Resistance Large and wearing some armor with Frenzy Virus Resistance on it. Rewards. The Gore Magala has some of my favorite weapons. Not only do they look badass, but they can branch off to Shagaru Magala's weapons also. Personally, I think Gore's weapons are better looking than Shagaru's, but Shagaru's have amazing stats when fully upgraded. With a broken 350 attack, 300 dragon element, 40% affinity, and white to purple sharpness. On the other hand, you have Gore Magala's weapons maxed at 196 attack, 180 dragon element, 20% affinity, and blue/white sharpness. The armor also looks pretty awesome, and like some sets, can be broken if you upgrade it or gem it correctly. My least favorite thing about the Gore Magala would have to be the feelers. I just can't. It's worth it for the weapons, but I'm not really sure if it's worth it for the armor. Moving on, here are the rarest carves from the Gore Magala. If you want to see a full list, there's a link in the description below. In the low rank, the plates and the feelers are the rarest. The high rank rarest are pretty much those but with night gems added. As for the G rank, you have the mantle, night gem, and the feeler pluses that are the hardest to get. Final thoughts! This fight is a very enjoyable one. It is not too challenging if you prepare yourself well enough. The frenzy virus can be a pain sometimes, but I honestly think that it was smart of the developers to create. I feel that it gives a different sense of urgency to the fight, where you have to participate one way or another. This is beneficial for it makes the fight exciting and sets it apart from others. The appearance of the Gore Magala is probably my favorite part of it. It just looks so dang cool. It reminds me of a ghost in the way its wings animate and move. The color scheme for this monster is also incredible. With the black, purple, red, and turquoise, this monster just looks amazing. It has a sleek, almost snake-like head, and more of a crawl to its walk. The only thing that I don't like about this monster is the fact that its eyes are covered by the frenzy virus. It's confusing at first because you see it and you think, oh, it just doesn't have eyes altogether. But in fact, it does have eyes. This is revealed when it sheds the frenzy virus and becomes the Gore Magala. The creativity of this monster is absolutely incredible. With the frenzy virus and the design of this monster combined, the creativity might be the biggest factor in the scoring for me. The name pretty much says it all about this monster. It ties together the shape and the effects and just everything. I know that there are tons of other monsters, but this is the coolest to me. Its story is even super detailed and just intriguing to hear about. I wish I could talk to the team of people who came up with the concept and design just so I can ask a million questions about it. The fun factor of this monster would have to be really high because of the fun and challenging fight and the cool design. Both of these combined make the monster and fight very pleasing and entertaining. In conclusion, the score of this monster is an obvious 10 out of 10. Pursue the fight. Every single factor combined makes this monster incredible, from the weapons to the meaning of its name. The fight is amazing, even though it can be extremely frustrating to get feelers from time to time. But I feel that it makes the monster a little bit challenging, therefore more exciting. So what did you think about this boss? Do you think this boss deserves a higher ranking or a lower ranking? Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this video or not. Also, make sure to click the like button if you liked the video and hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Grace, and I will see you on the next episode of Know Your Bosses!
Thank you guys so much for watching this special episode of Know Your Bosses. This was supposed to be a Valentine's Day gift that I was going to let Grace do, but I decided it would fit better in Monster Hunter Month, and that way she had more time to research and make sure that everything made sense. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video because I enjoyed it, and it's something a little different than what I normally do. Okay, so I actually have a little update for you guys. Remember how I kept saying I had kyphosis in all my previous videos? Well, I actually went to a doctor and I found out I have scoliosis. Now, my spine goes to the right a little bit. It's nothing serious. I should outgrow it when I become older, but we'll see. Anyway, I thought you guys should be updated on what's going on in my back because I kept saying the wrong thing for the past few months, and I just want to make sure that you guys know it's not kyphosis, it's scoliosis. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I don't know why I'm doing an outro card at 3:30 in the morning. That's just how I roll, I guess. Why not? Anyway, thank you again for watching. My name's Ryan Kelly, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.
I'd like to thank Ryan for letting me make this video. Also, I wrote the script myself, which I'm pretty proud of, and it took forever, but I see he works so hard to make these videos for you guys. And if you want to see me in more videos in the future, let me know in the comments below. I loved making this, and I'd love to do another one for you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye. Also, I hate Cephadrome. Bye.